Thank you, Speaker. Australia's 2.5 million small businesses, 2.5 million small businesses, which is families, generate 1/3 of GDP in this country, and they make up 98% of all businesses and employ around half of the private sector workforce. So why is this government punishing them? Why is this government taking away the $10,000, or not adding that extra $10,000 that the opposition is asking for small and family business across this nation, when they are the engine room of the economy and when they employ so many Australians? So I started myself in small business, working as many people on this side, the age of 13, selling pianos in a local music shop. And that bloke that owned the music shop, the retail outlet, that was his business, and he worked there as he was the HR manager, he was the owner, he was the salesperson, he was the accountant, even, in that small business. And how much money did he take home at the end of the day? Well, he's the last one to be paid. I made more money as a casual in his business than he did with the hours. I think we worked it out once, and he got about $2 an hour for working in his business. We know what we will do for small business, but small businesses across the nation are perplexed because they don't know what this government has done for them since coming to power. We know that we will repeal the IR laws that the Labor government has put in place, and we will cut red tape when we're in government to make it cheaper and easier for small business to employ Australians. On the Gold Coast, we've got 72,000 small and family businesses and SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprises across the Gold Coast. In Moncrieff alone, there are 32,000 small businesses, and they are hurting. They are having trouble keeping the doors open. They're doing it tough. And $20,000 will not buy you the kind of equipment that you need to make sure that your business runs well. And can I say, a lot of small businesses across the Gold Coast have already bought their coffee machines with the Coalition's instant asset write-off. They've already bought their utes that the Coalition allowed them to buy under a higher instant asset write-off, unlimited under the Coalition. We are the party of small and family business, and those on the other side are not. All we are asking for in these amendments is an extra $10,000 for small and family businesses across the nation. The Gold Coast needs an extra $10,000 for every small and family business so that they can write it off in their tax as an instant asset write-off. This is a government that's removing measures that would help drive productivity at a time when we've seen record collapses in Labor productivity. Now, they're distracted. What they've been spending money on, instead of an extra $10,000 for SMEs, they are spending money, hundreds of millions of dollars, $450 million on a failed referendum that the Australian people didn't want. Hundreds of millions of dollars on taxpayer-funded spin units. That's what they're spending money on. $24 billion. $24 billion for more public servants that we don't need. How can this government tell the Australian people in a cost-of-living crisis that they are going to spend $24 billion on more public servants that we simply do not need? That's right. They're spending billions in subsidies for billionaires. That's right. They are spending billions of dollars on wasted revenue, absolutely wasted. But what are they doing for small business? I asked the minister, who's not in the chamber at the moment during this debate about small business, what is your government doing for small business? $20,000 in the instant asset write-off for 1 year is not good enough. Small and family businesses are hurting, and what they need right now is a $30,000 instant asset write-off that goes on ad infinitum. That's what they need. Security. They need stability, and they need consistency, and they need to know what their costs are, and they need to know what they can get back on their tax. And this instant asset write-off is a very important part of that. Small businesses are the heart, the very engine room of the Gold Coast community particularly, but right across Australia, in every electorate. Small businesses are being punished by this Labor government, who has wasted billions and billions of taxpayer dollars on the wrong priorities. They should be looking after small and family business, the engine room of our economy.
The